Thanks for joining me again. Just quickly whiz through the colours before I start. We've got ultramarine, cad yellow, Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, raw sienna, burnt umber, light red. The large one Ransonake, and I'm using 15x11 Fabriano watercolour paper. So I'm going to click this one up, bit of clean water all over the paper, not too much. It's going to be like a winter scene, this one, quite a limited palette. So I'm just going to have just a very light touch of blue up there in the sky. Just a slight flavouring. That's all. We've got some very distant bits of hedges and trees and things right way over by the horizon. So I'm just mixing a bit of raw sienna, burnt on ultramarine, sort of right up there, because the paper's still slightly wet. It'll just soften off slightly. We're on a hill now, so let's just give that a little bit slight more variation. More ultra, more sienna. Right, and just divide some of these, a few little trees there. Just using the corner of the brush just to suggest a few little trees here and there. And it's coming right down somewhere like that. I'll probably just stick with raw sienna, burnt umber and ultramarine. So yeah, just flick it up the brush to create a few little trees, bushes, and obviously get smaller and smaller as they head off towards and over that horizon line. Let's just bring that down a little bit, something like that. Just flick them up like that. Just a little bit of burnt umber, get a bit of variation in there, little bits of mud or things amongst all the snow. Probably wouldn't do too much. That's the furthest land there is. So just going to get this flat against the easel. The paper sort of stretches as I go along. You can pre-stretch before you start painting if you want. I'll just do it as I go along. Right, now we're coming slightly closer. So I'm going to go slightly stronger mix, raw sienna, a bit of burnt umber in there, and I'm coming somewhere around there. And so just dab, and then where I'm missing is where the snow is. So when I want to go dark, I'm just getting burnt umber, ultramarine. This is getting really dark paint like that. And then if you want to go back to light, you've got to clean your brush. It's always light to dark in watercolour. Back to the light, use something like that. And I can take the little flat brush here, maybe do a few little fence posts. So I'm quite a strong mix. Bit of blue, bit of brown. I'm just going to have little posts up there. Always scrape some in as well, like that, using a fingernail. Something over on this side as well, move these over. Let's go in with a brush. Just put a bit of land in there. I'll stick another layer there, just there, just to fill in that little gap. A few more little trees and things growing. And they're sort of going all the way back there. Next we've got a tree, so I'm doing a bit of brown, bit of blue. Just enough water to keep all the hairs together, got a nice chisel edge. And then I'm sort of going up there like that. Maybe that's sort of behind that hedge there. Switch to the number 3 rigger brush this is. Just got the things just growing. twigs and branches. Just sort of paint them all in en masse. So that's a few there. Little thing down there. Get this in dark, nice and dark, kind of like a sort of shadowy area down there. And then I want another tree. This one's even stronger. Even less paint, stronger mix, bit of brown, bit of blue. Maximum paint on the brush. And this is coming up something like that. Right down into this snowy foreground area. Back to the rigger. Like a few branches and things on there, a bit stronger than that. So I want this to go in front of that one. A bit more water. What I might do is put a few little sort of dead leaves on there. A few little things flicking up. So, a few leaves. Now I'm not going to paint every leaf individually. What I'm going to do is paint them on now. So I'm going to squeeze the water out of this. Just using thumb and forefinger into the water jar, scuff it up on the tea towel. Hairs all over the place. And then I use this to do the leaves. So doing all three colours, bit of raw sienna, burnt umber, ultramarine. Very quick dry, because I'm better than. Right, back into a bit of burnt umber, bit of ultramarine, just a load of dead leaves on there. Things down there, a few things up here as well. I'll come back to this right hand side in a minute. So now there's a few tracks, so I'm just gonna, so now it's a very dry brush, I know I can just whack some things in and then maybe it was going to come off. That'll do for that. Right, let's do this right hand side. So I've just dipped hairs all over the place. I've just dipped the very tips in just to bring all the hairs back together. Just the very tip of the hairs. Brings all the hairs back to your chisel edge. And again, get into some dark, bit of brown, bit of blue. It's coming down there. So let's get some branches in there. Just all sorts of things growing. A fingernail there as well, a few things growing. Fill that up there. A few bits on this side. Let's just sort of slightly downhill. Right, now I want a little figure there. In fact, let's get some shadows in first. Over the shadows, I want to make sure it's dry. Right, which way should we have the shadows going? I think I'm going to have them cutting like this, sort of from these trees and coming down, slightly diagonally down, left to right. It's a little bit more watery. Just make a little shadow mix. I'll make sure there's enough there so if you do the whole lot in one go, I don't have to keep reloading the brush. So I'm going to start off with a big one, straight across there. That's something out of shot there. And then you've got that tree cutting straight across there. Just darken out a little bit. Got this sort of thing there then. Shadows coming down there and that's cutting across. It goes up there like that. Obviously as the shadows get to this side, they're going up the hill, following the contours of the land. Don't forget, all these have to have little shadows. All these posts. Just darken some of that. Right, just give that a quick dry. Right, little man, let's get our little figure in. So I'm switching to my smallest brush I've got, which is this little rigger brush here. Not quite sure what number it is. There's nothing written on, nothing at all written on this brush. So let's just. I'm just going to pop him down. More paint. Put the one leg in and then this other leg. There's his head down there. And then just by him, there's a little dog. And then don't forget the shadows going in the same direction, so say like what I call 4 o'clock, going down there like that. And a little one off the dog. I'm going to stick a little bird up there. I think I'm going to call that one finished, so I'm just going to pop my name. Let's get this nice and dark so it shows up through these shadows. Put my name down there in the shadows out of the way. And call that one finished. So let's see what it looks like with the mount on. So this is our finished painting with the mount on. So if we have a closer look at it. Started off with the sky, just a very light wash of ultramarine. And then added a little bit of raw sienna for the most distant land. And then varied it slightly, a bit of raw sienna with a bit of ultramarine. Just using the corner of the brush just for these trees, and then more of a chisel edge, just the hedges that divide the fields the unpainted parts in between, just suggesting the snow all around. I did a few little fence posts here, just to try and divide the sort of this sort of foreground area from that distant land. If you imagine the sort of land goes down into like a little valley before going up into the distance. So I used then a dry brush just to suggest this sort of road path section. And because it was very dry, you can see just little bits of paint coming off there. I knew it wasn't going to be much, and then I can just do various sweeps. I know I can sort of control how much paint's coming off. And then the foreground dominated by these big shadows cast from this left hand side, predominantly by these two trees there, put in using the chisel edged hake, and then a bit of rigger work, and then some dry brush work, just a few dead leaves. Same on this other side, just put in sort of dark tone here. Plenty of rigger work here, just whole brambles and things all growing in there. Little bit of finger work scratching out there. Imagine like it looks like the effects of the light just catching some twigs and branches there in all the undergrowth. And then finally our little figures there, just add a little bit of life. Don't forget their little shadows there. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can join me over on Patreon. Link into the description if you want to watch any more videos. As always, this and all the other paintings I do is available in my eBay shop. Again, link in the description. So until next time, thanks for watching. Keep practicing, and I'll see you again soon.